Hey there everybody, it's Dwayne from the Spirit Diggers. We're here at the L.G. Miller Mansion tonight, and I'm going to give you a little sneak peek of what you can look forward to if you come up here on one of our hunts this fall.
The L.G. Miller Mansion, built in 1855, was the envy of the residents of Brockport, New York. During its 100 years as the local funeral parlor, the L.G. Miller Mansion has had its share of reported specters. From Annie, the resident 2-year-old who met an untimely death, to the woman who wanders the hallways of this lavish mansion, you're almost sure to get haunting evidence of the afterlife. Join the Spirit Diggers now as they take you on a tour of arguably one of the most haunted locations in western New York.
Okay everybody, so we're here at the L.G. Miller Mansion in Brockport. This location used to actually be a home. It was built in 1855, and then in the late 1800s they turned it into a funeral home, and it remained a funeral home for almost 100 years before they finally turned it into some office space. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a little tour around the area to give you an idea of what you get to look forward to on one of our hunts. So let's go ahead and head into the main dining room. As you can hear the grandfather clock going off there.
The grandfather clock is said to chime off hour. Could this be a resident ghost trying to get someone's attention, or is it simply faulty mechanics in the clock?
Every piece of furniture that you see in here actually will stay in here for your use during your hunts. So you see you can have a dining room table to sit at to do EVPs, and then as we walk a little further this way, you'll be able to see that you've got a nice living room set up for whatever you need it for. Also, you have a big screen TV here. Let me see if I can find a light switch. You'll have a big screen TV here to do white noise experiments on, so that's pretty cool. That's something that a lot of people don't offer on hunts that we do. We'll go ahead and head this way. Okay everybody, we are in the hallway of the main floor of the L.G. Miller Mansion. Like I said before, this used to be a funeral home, so this hallway is actually set up just like any other hallway that you would find in any other funeral home. Off to our right here, you're going to see what used to be one of the viewing rooms.
Skittish people tend to shy away from viewing rooms. Belief in the supernatural would tend to enhance one's fears of what still resides in such a place.
But this is where they would actually lay the bodies out so that people could come in and view the bodies just like any other wake. So we are in a location right now where hundreds, literally hundreds or thousands of people basically were dead, laying around waiting for their turn to be laid to rest.
Most people go their whole lives never seeing an apparition. Annie is a playful child who seems to be trapped in the mansion. Speculation is that she can't move on without relaying some message.
So, one of the other great things about old funeral homes is they had the old-fashioned bleeding rooms, which L.G. Miller Mansion has too, downstairs. I'll see you down there. Okay everybody, we are now in the basement of the L.G. Miller Mansion, or the old funeral home as I like to call it. And one of the great things about old funeral homes is the fact that they all have one of these. This is an actual elevator that they use to put the bodies on after they've embalmed them and take them upstairs for viewing. Pretty neat. So you actually get a chance to sit in this if you want, close the doors, and do an EVP session or any kind of investigation that you would want to do.
Spirits are said to manifest and react to trigger objects such as this dollhouse. Maybe using a toy that the spirit is emotionally connected to will allow one to make contact. Some say spirits are stuck in a void and can only cross over after they have concluded their unfinished business.
We're in one of the actual original bleeding rooms that they used to use to drain all the bodily fluids out of the person that had passed away before they pump them full of embalming fluid, put them in a coffin, put them into that elevator that I just showed you, and hoist them upstairs for viewing.
The bleeding table, as it was known before embalming was invented, was the final place one's body remained whole. The process of removing the body fluids of the dead was common practice as far back as ancient Egypt.
So as you can see, as we do a panoramic view, this room wasn't very small, and the floor is still made of brick. So after this, they would actually cart them out through this door and to the elevator. So that's the basement of the L.G. Miller Mansion.
Do ghosts really exist, or are they just a figment of one's imagination? Make a visit to the L.G. Miller Mansion, and you will find out.
Okay, folks, that concludes our tour of the L.G. Miller Mansion for tonight. Don't forget, go to www.ectoplasm.com for tickets and reservations. See you this fall.